Hello everybody, it's Lazel here with another video. This is the second episode of Pimp My Castle, and today we are looking at the castle of O from the kingdom 1518, and I ask him the same questions as always for this series, and here's his response. So he is a cavalry mage player. He changed to it when he hit C30, so that is already done, that's pretty good. And he spends between $100 to $200 per month. He had been spending a bit more to get until C30 pretty quickly, but that's fine, and now he's at around about $100 to $200 a month. He loves playing in a team, and he wants to focus his alliance on elite wars and events in the long run. He does quite a lot of solo attacks, but when people will catch up to his power level, he switches to team play, or when he sees that more players come online, he focuses team attacks. He's training them, and that's all fine. He doesn't have Mystic College so far, and that's all good. So what I read from these information seems to be that you are in some kind of a leading position in the alliance that you are in. Maybe you're also the alliance leader, and that is very interesting. You are playing cavalry mages and you are a team player. So what you should do with your position in your alliance is talk to your alliance members also about the formations that they want to play, and because having these mixed setups of infantry plus cavalry is always a bit strange for me personally. So maybe you can convince some people to also play cavalry mages. But this is not about your alliance, this is about your castle. So let's jump right into the screenshots that he sent me. First of all, this is his pet. He is playing with the Phoenix, that's pretty good. His pet is already level 20, which is pretty high. And the skills that he has equipped is level up booster, force expansion, and attack expert. That's pretty good. They are on a decent level. He also has the life source active for the or as an additional skill that he can use. Probably he will use it on a regular basis when he gets his pet to level 25 for the next skill slot. He also has the recruitment speed up skill, which is very important. You profit from it a lot when you upgrade it very early. I think it is very interesting that he has the anti-cavalry skill. I personally really like it, especially for what you've said when you are a cavalry mage player and you like playing with the team, because it will always be the fact that your cavalry who stands on the outside and your mages who stand on the outside will face the opponent's cavalry. So I really like that you have the anti-cavalry skill there, probably as an addition to your beast skills, depending on how you want to play. So then I see that the wounded limit is at level 9, I believe, and I'm not a big fan of it. In my opinion, you can use this skill to upgrade a different skill, because you see how much it improves. I think with each level up it starts at 13%, and I think with each upgrade it gets 0.2% more. And in my opinion, you don't need that wounded limit when you play according to all the rules that we have set up over the long run, and you just play it safe. So I don't think that you need the wounded limit skill. On one of the other screenshots you can see a lot of other level 1 skills, and I personally say that maybe take your wounded limit and invest it into the Viger Star. I think that you are still a very young castle and you can profit from the Viger Star for the whole time while you are playing this game. The earlier you upgrade the skill, the better. So maybe take your wounded limit skill, put it into the Viger Star. Consider not upgrading the life source from now on and focus on the anti-cavalry skill and maybe anti-infantry skill or something like that. It's something that I will do now. I'm also upgrading the anti-cavalry skill in addition to my set where I play with the force expansion, the attack expert, anti-cavalry, and the anti-infantry skill. So that's something that I think is interesting for you, but so far your beast looks really good. I take the wounded limit and invest it into something like, for example, the Viger Star. Let's jump to the next point. Your equipment and your castle itself look pretty good. From the gear that you are wearing, I really like it. I do have to check back with what your accessory does. The noble badge, it has Yeah, the Noble Badge doesn't seem like a pretty good fit for your current troop composition. When you are playing cavalry mages, you either go for the Holy Blessing, and yeah, on level 30 I think the Holy Blessing is the best thing that you can do at this level, because the Noble Badge doesn't give you really anything. Cavalry attack, it's okay, but focus your backline in this castle level scenario. Gamble for your golden gear. I'm not sure if you have farming gear. Yeah, okay, here are the other screenshots. Dust boots, and there's the other gear. Okay, so you also have to check out for more stamina recovery gear, because your Lord level is very important. It increases your income of Azeroth, so definitely also take a look into that. But we were talking about your Lord itself, level 39, Lord level 39. Your power ranking, you're the third strongest player in your kingdom. This is pretty impressive for me personally. I've never been that high. And apparently you're doing a lot of attacking and some defense. Maybe you get your castle attacked with some pets of your farms. I don't know, but overall your statistics look pretty good in my opinion. The gear, try to gamble it to orange quality now, so you can go with 100% success rate to the next upgrades. Then let's take a look into your gear a bit more detailed. The Dusk Boots on level 30. They are having cavalry attack on it, and I think that is fine. It's offensive, but it's an offensive item. But I think maybe consider, when you gamble them, switching them to the Sacred Boots, because those give you stamina recovery. They aren't that good for fighting, I do have to say that, because mage HP doesn't really help with the Sacred Boots. But you profit from the stamina recovery, and by that you will get to higher castle levels earlier, because you are getting more Azeroth by hunting monsters. The enhancement, Angel HP, yeah, you probably know it. You will have to re-roll it, in my opinion. Go for damage taken reduced when attacking. It is, in my opinion, the strongest enhancement you can get on your boots. So that's one thing. The Noble Badge and your Blessing Belt look great. Both have damage increased when attacking. That's very powerful. I really like it. And yeah, nothing to say there. I've said it earlier, maybe switch out your Noble Badge for the Holy Blessing for the additional mage attack. Blessing Belt, great. And then we take a look into the Armor of Hymns. Perfect chest for your current troop composition and also for your castle level. It has a stamina recovery on it. You have reduces damage taken from mages, which is probably in the current state of your kingdom the best thing that you can do, as it is a very young kingdom. 1518 seems very young to me. I don't know which is the current youngest kingdom out there, but I think that there are a lot of mage players out there, so you can currently really profit from it. From your troop composition, where you are playing cavalry mages, it will tend to, or you will tend to have a lot of reduces damage taken from mages, and maybe in a few, it's let's say like years, you will consider to reroll this enhancement. That's what I'm currently doing. We will give it a few tries later. But so far, your accessory, your belt, your chest, all look great. Reforged the Noble Badge to the Holy Blessing, in my opinion. And Dusk Boots, maybe re-roll them or reforge them to the Sacred Boots and change the enhancement on it. Your Holy Crossbow looks pretty dope. Damage increased against infantry, I like it. This also makes a lot of sense with your beast skills, because you have anti-cavalry, and to try to balance it a bit with this enhancement, I totally get it. That's fine for me, I like it. Templar Crown, also great crown for your current level. It's the best thing you can pick. Reduces damage taken from mages. I've said it already about your chest. Currently it's probably great for you, but in a few years you might consider re-rolling it. But that's just my thing. Templar armor with the recruitment speed up is probably why you have this chest. You just want it for the additional recruitment speed up. The enhancement about it, I don't like the load boost. It doesn't really make sense. And you are probably looking for recruitment speed up on your chest. But I'd focus some of the other enhancement first, re-rolling them. Then you can go and try to find or I would say try to get the damage taken reduced when attacking, and then I'd reroll your load boost, because I think that you are currently fighting a lot, and then it makes sense to go for the damage taken reduced when attacking. Afterwards, you can reroll the load boost to recruitment speed up, and then you can level up all of your damage-oriented enhancements. You have the Dragon Scale belt. I like it with the perfect enhancement on it. You can invest into it, maybe try to get it into orange quality pretty quickly. That's what I always recommend. But I don't know how much fighting is going on in your castle. So that depends on your individual situation. You need to know for yourself. But so far, I want to say that your gear looks pretty dope. You have a lot of fitting enhancements. But what I said, Noble Badge, maybe reforge it into the Holy Blessing, and Dust Boots, maybe into Sacred Boots for more stamina recovery, for more mage damage. Because what your current equipments, they barely do anything that really helps you out. You have way more cavalry attack, but cavalry isn't like the unit that you want to deal a lot of damage. Except for when you go for an SOS, for example, where you barely send mages. But that's what I do. So for your situation, that's what I would do. So now we come to your artifacts. And I do like a lot of things in here, and I don't like a lot of things in here. First of all, Bryonic, great artifact for team players. I really like that you have it unlocked. Also the skill unlocked, it's great. So this is a great choice of yours. Golden Armor, also great. Excalibur is great. Katana, also a good pick. Gusli, also great. All of these artifacts are already pretty good for you. And with this budget that you've set from 100 to 200 a month, I think that 3 golden artifacts are a pretty good choice for this budget range. At least that's what I think. And so you have good pick there, a good setup. And you can focus them. Maybe not the Katana for a very long run. You will probably replace it with another artifact. But we will come to that later, probably with a Kellet Witch. But when we go through your artifacts from then on, I see that you have the Aspice and the Lupus Halberd on 2nd star, level 10. I don't really like it, but now since the totems are out, it's okay, because you need higher level artifacts like 2nd star artifacts to unlock additional boni in your totem force. So that is fine, you can keep them. Heavenly Spear doesn't really make sense in your true composition, so you can consider resetting it and getting the artifact EXP back and reinvest it into another artifact that actually really helps you. Kellet Witch, 1st star, level 17, as I've said, will probably replace your Katana in the long run, so you can keep it like that. And when we keep going, I do also see a lot of level 1s, that's fine. Joyeuse, level 20, 3rd star, we all know why, because of the recruitment speed, I like it. Ganjiang Moje, yeah, probably from your times before you were playing cavalry mages. So yeah, maybe wait with it, you might need it for another totem upgrade there, or another totem skill. Same for the Draupnir, it is probably one of the worst artifacts ever, so yeah. But you can keep it for your totem unlocking and for the skill. But overall, I really like the artifacts that you have on the top. Bryonic, Golden Armor, Excalibur, Katana, Gusli, and Kellet Witch are great picks for your true composition. Keep them, maybe focus them, and find out over time if you want to replace the Katana with the Kellet Witch. Joyeuse, also great. And when we take a look into the other screenshot of yours, we see that you have the Draconite, same as Book of Fourth, or however you want to say it. Yeah, maybe keep them to unlock a skill of your blue totems or another upgrade of one of your blue totems. But overall, I see a lot of, don't get me wrong with it, wasted artifact XP there, because all of these artifacts barely help you in any situation. Boots of Speed, great, focus them, max them out, get them to the 4th star, profit from them. But overall, about your artifacts, there are a lot of things done right in there, and in my opinion also quite a few things wrong in my opinion. But check your totems for yourself, find out how many you need of each artifact with a higher star level. Higher star level means 2+, and the rest I'd simply reset to get the artifact XP back. Bionic, Golden Armor, Excalibur, Katana, Grizzly, Kellet Witch. Those are great picks. Joyous will stay because you need it for the recruitment speed up. Same for the Boots of Speeds. There's so much where you can profit from it. And every other artifact, check them for yourself. Check which totem you want to focus. Maybe keep one or two to unlock the higher benefits, the additional bonus. But for the rest, reset them and reinvest the artifact EXP into one of those artifacts, which I have said. That's my opinion how you should approach your artifacts. Don't split your artifact EXP into too many artifacts. Focus it and make a few strong artifacts. Those are better than a few mediocre ones. Then we come to your Zodiacs. I do see this from the screenshot. This is the screenshot. But I will open the Star Palace from so I can jump over all of the different Zodiacs. So you have the Taurus on green, which is fine for a cavalry player. I do like it because of the damage increased against cavalry. Then I do also see that you have the Libra upgraded, cavalry HP, mage HP, reduces damage taken from angels and angel recruitment speed up. I do really like the Libra artifact for especially younger castles because you profit from all of the additional recruitment speed up for angels. So that's also a good one in my opinion. Last but not least, you have the Capricorn, probably because your times before cavalry mage player, you were an infantry mage player. That's what I assume. And this is why I think that the Capricorn is also a good pick. In my edition, one or another Zodiac that you can finish in the future or that you can focus in the future will probably be the Aries, because it is a great one for every cavalry player. Doesn't matter which troop combination. This one will also get a lot of your attention in the future because of the damage reduction for cavalry. So far, you are still a very young castle, but the Zodiacs that you have upgraded are pretty good and will definitely help you out. I do really like the Capricorn and the Libra artifact. So overall, barely anything wrong there as they grow over time by themselves. Anyways. Then we come to your Colossus. You have Mage Colossus level 50. You have one Colossus activated. I do like how you have split it, and I do assume that you reset your Colossus on a regular basis. Always check, I often say that when I talk about Colossus, reset them over and over again and try to adjust your points so that all of the main stats are on a higher level. For example, mage attack is very important and damage increased against infantry and cavalry, but you can clearly see from the screenshot that you are trying to balance them and you are trying to get to the level 50 as fast as possible so you can unlock the skill, but still trying to balance it out. I do like it. And that's basically it about your castle. What I do want to say when we talk about team playing castles, I think that it is very interesting to work with those totem skills or also with artifact skills that target several unit pools. For example, the Darkness Totem. I think this is a great totem when you are a team player, as in team attacks, you share the losses when you're all sending an even troop quality. You all share the losses or wounded in a team attack, but that also means that your troop count over the duration of the fight will stay higher than in a solo attack, probably. And so, depending on if we scale the opponent's strength accordingly from a team attack to a solo attack. So in a team fight, your whole troop count will stay on a higher number for a longer period of time if you're on the winning side, of course. And that will also mean that these totem skills or your artifact skills, because they scale with your current troop power, the battle power of your current troops in a battle, will mean that the damage of them will also be very high. So that's something that I'd say, try to focus these skills. You already have the red Bionic skill, that's great. And with your totem, maybe check out the Darkness Totem. It might fit your playstyle and you will deal a lot of damage with it. That would be pretty dope. And overall, I do really like your setup overall. I have talked about a few things that I don't really like when we come back to the artifacts. I've just said it. Maybe do some resets there, but before you do that, check your totems which you want to focus, and if you have enough artifacts to get the additional bonuses, as you will unlock them way faster than I will, because you have set yourself a certain budget for this, and this will maybe be a place where some of your spending will go. But most of your spending will probably go into your artifacts, and so you can focus on a few of these legendary artifacts, maybe the Bryonic, the Cadet Witch, Golden Armor, Excalibur, and maybe the Grizzly. This would be a great area in my opinion for your budget range. And yeah, overall, that's what I have to say about your castle. I hope that these informations will help you out. And for everybody else out there, if you want to be featured here on the Pimp My Castle series, hit me out over my contact informations in my channel information, and then we can get something going. And then I would say, see you in the next video. Goodbye, guys.